Hi Nana. Today we'll continue with the question bank 8 related to water. So the question number it is 19. Okay. So according to this question number 19, the question is like this. What do you understand by the statement that solubility of salt S at 34 degrees centigrade is 48 grams? So what is the meaning, or else what did you understand by the statement? What is that statement? Solubility of a salt S at 34 degrees centigrade is 48 grams. See, actually the term solubility, what does it indicate? Solubility indicates that formation of saturated solution. Okay, formation of saturated solution by using 100 grams of water. Okay, so solubility indicates what? Formation of saturated solution by using 100 grams of water. So if with only water we cannot solution cannot be formed. So what is mixed with the water? So here some solute is mixed with water. So what that solute is mixed with the water. So upon addition of some solute to 100 grams of water, in order to prepare saturated solution, okay, so how much amount of solute we have to add? So that amount of solute is said to be solubility of that substance. So the amount of solute, so here solubility at 48 degrees centigrade is 48 grams. Solubility at 34 degrees centigrade is 48 grams. So it indicates that the solute is required in 48 grams. That means here for the preparation of saturated solution, okay, for the preparation of saturated solution of salt S, so it is required 48 grams, okay, at 34 degrees centigrade. If you want to prepare saturated solution of salt S, okay, we have to add 48 grams of that salt S in 100 grams of water. So what is the answer? So it means that at 34 degrees centigrade, okay, 48 grams of salt S, okay, which salt? Some salt S, okay, so 48 grams of salt S is necessary, okay, okay, to dissolve in, it is necessary to dissolve in 100 grams of water, okay, for the formation of saturated solution. So this is important, for the formation of saturated solution. So what type of solution we have to prepare? Finally it is forming saturated solution. So in order to prepare saturated solution at 34 degrees centigrade, we have to add 48 grams of that salt in 100 grams of water. Then only saturated solution is prepared. Otherwise saturated solution is not prepared. So that is nothing but, so from this it is understood that the solubility of the salt is 48 grams. Solubility of salt is 48 grams, means 48 grams of that salt is necessary for the formation of saturated solution with 100 grams of water. Okay, so that is the meaning of this statement. Okay, right. Now let us learn the next question. What is that? 20th question. Question number 20. So in question 20th question, we have to explain. We have to explain the following. What is that one? So there are two sub questions in 20. So sub question A. What is that sub question A? Why does effervescence takes place? Why does effervescence takes place? Okay, takes place when a soft drink bottle okay is opened at room temperature. At what temperature? Under normal temperature. That means at room temperature. Suppose if there is a bottle, if there is a soft drink bottle, so it contains what? Soft drink like Thumbs Up or else Pepsi or else Sprite, etc. So now this is soft drink bottle. In this soft drink bottle, what do you find? You will find soft drink. Generally, this is soft drink. Actually, how soft drink is made up of? Soft drink, it contains what? Some sugar dissolved in water, some sugars, some flavors are also added, some sugars plus water and some flavors, and also carbon dioxide gas is sent into this. So after addition of all these things into this solution, carbon dioxide gas is filled into this solution under pressure. So now it is under pressure. So when the soft drink bottle is sealed under high pressure, so under this high pressure what happens? Due to this high pressure, the carbon dioxide gas, it will dissolve in it. So the carbon dioxide gas will dissolve in this solution. Now suppose if you open this bottle, what happens? So now the pressure is decreased. Whenever pressure is decreased, what happens? The solubility of carbon dioxide decreases. Remember that solubility of any gas, okay, it increases when pressure is increased. Solubility of any gas increases when pressure is increased. That means when the gas, suppose if it is under sealed condition, so as there is high pressure, so large amount of gas is dissolved in carbon dioxide. In this solution, large amount of carbon dioxide gas is dissolved in this solution. That means under high pressure, large amount of carbon dioxide is present, or else it is dissolved in the solution. Now, if you open this one, what happened? Pressure is decreased. Whenever pressure is lowered or else decreased, what happened? The solubility of gas also decreases. Solubility of gas also decreases. Whenever pressure is lowered, solubility of gas also decreases. That means the carbon dioxide which is already dissolved, so it will its solubility decreases. Hence what happens, as the solubility decreases, the excess amount of carbon dioxide which is dissolved already, it will come out from the solution. Okay, the excess amount of carbon dioxide which is dissolved, it will come out from the solution in the form of effervescence. What is the meaning of effervescence? Gas bubbles. Effervescence means gas bubbles. So here gas bubbles are formed. Why this gas bubble contain carbon dioxide gas? So these bubbles are formed. Why these bubbles are formed? Because when pressure is decreased, the amount of dissolved gas also will decrease. That means the solubility of gas also decreases. Solubility of gas decreases. When solubility of gas decreases, what happens? Amount of dissolved gas decreases. That means some amount of gas, it won't dissolve. Hence it will form bubbles. It will form bubbles and it will come out. It will come up. It will move up. So these bubbles of gas is said to be effervescence. What is the meaning of effervescence? The bubbles of gas. So here effervescence are formed whenever the bottle is opened. What happened? Due to decrease in the solubility of gas, as the solubility of gas is decreased, the excess amount of carbon dioxide which is already dissolved in the solution will come out in the form of gas bubbles. Okay, now effervescence is formed. Okay, so did you understand the meaning of effervescence? So here the question is, why does effervescence takes place when a soft drink bottle is opened at room temperature? So always we have to remember that under high pressure, the more amount of gas will dissolve in the solution. That means solubility of any gas will be more when pressure is more. But as the bottle is opened, that means pressure is decreased. Okay, when pressure is reduced, what happens? Solubility of gas also decreases. When the solubility of gas decreases, what happens? So already the excess amount of gas which is present, so the amount of soluble gas in the solution will become less. That means some amount of gas will come out from the solution in the form of bubbles. So those bubbles are called as effervescence. Okay, right? Here we have to know that the solubility of a gas directly proportional to pressure. Solubility of a gas, that means solubility of gas is directly proportional to pressure. What is the meaning of this one? The meaning of this one is, if pressure is increased, solubility of gas increases. If pressure is decreased, then solubility of gas decreases. So that type of relationship is said to be directly proportional. So this is the symbol for directly proportional. So solubility of gas is directly proportional to pressure. So as the solubility of gas is directly proportional to pressure, when the soft drink bottle is opened, okay, the gas the gas pressure, what happened? There is a decrease in the pressure of the gas. Okay, the pressure decreases suddenly. So due to this, what happens? It lowers the solubility of carbon dioxide. Due to decrease in pressure decrease, solubility of gas decreases. So there will be lower in the solubility of carbon dioxide gas. So thus the excess gas in soft drink, the excess gas in soft drink, it rapidly bubbles. Rapidly means fastly. It becomes into bubbles. It will come out from the solution in the form of bubbles. Okay, rapidly bubbles out, thereby causing the effervescence. The bubbles of carbon dioxide or else the bubbles of the gas is said to be effervescence. So in this way, as the solubility of gas decreases, when the pressure is decreased, so therefore the excess gas will come out in the form of bubbles, and those bubbles are said to be effervescence. Okay. So what is the reason for formation of effervescence? Solubility of gas is decreased. That means decrease in the solubility of gas is the reason when pressure is decreased. Okay. Now there is another question in the 20th There is sub question in the 20th question. What is that sub question? Sub question B. What is the sub question B? Sub question B says that why does a chilled soft drink? Why does a chilled soft drink, okay, bottle not produce? Why does a chilled soft drink bottle, okay, not produce lot of effervescence, lot of effervescence, lot of effervescence on opening. So here the bottle is chilled soft drink bottle. What is the meaning of chilled? That means very cool. See, remember that solubility of gas is directly proportional to pressure. Okay, and solubility of gas, solubility of gas generally is inversely proportional to temperature. What is the meaning of this statement? Solubility of gas is inversely proportional to temperature. So that means here, if you write 1 by temperature means, so this is the meaning, it indicates that that temperature and solubility of gas, they are inversely proportional to each other. So what is the meaning of this one? When temperature is increased, solubility decreases. Solubility decreases. So when temperature is decreased, solubility of gas decreases. Increases. Solubility of gas increases. As these two are, solubility and temperature, as these two are inversely proportion, solubility and temperature are inversely proportion, what happens when temperature is decreased? So chilled soft drink bottle. What is the meaning of chilled soft drink bottle? Chilled means cooled. Okay, cooled to very low temperatures. So then only chilled, we have to use the term chilled. Okay, so the chilled soft bottle, it is under very low temperatures. So when temperature is low, what happens to solubility? Solubility of gas increases. So that means, suppose here this is the gas, this is the soft drink, and here where it is under low temperature, that means when temperature is low, decreased, solubility of gas increases. That means more amount of carbon dioxide is dissolved in this solution. More amount of carbon dioxide is dissolved in this solution. Now it is sealed one. Suppose if you open this one, what happens? Here effervescence will form. That means bubbles of carbon dioxide will form, but not that much amount. Why? Because here when bottle is opened, pressure is decreased. Though there is a decrease in pressure, only little amount of effervescence is formed. What is the reason? Because the temperature is very low. Under low temperature, solubility of gas is more. That means more amount of carbon dioxide will dissolve. Only very less amount of carbon dioxide will come out from the solution in the form of bubbles. Okay, so that is the reason. So when temperature is decreased, that means when a chilled soft drink bottle's temperature is very low, hence solubility will be more. That means more amount of carbon dioxide will try to remain in the solution only in the form of dissolved state, and only very little amount of carbon dioxide will form effervescence because some pressure is decreased. So whenever pressure is decreased, solubility of only little amount of gas will decrease, and more amount of gas will remain in the solution only in the dissolved form. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, so how can you explain this one? Simply we can explain like this. The solubility of gas increases. Solubility of gas increases with fall in temperature, or else with a decrease in temperature. Thus, what happens when a chilled soft drink bottle is opened? The gas does not bubble out rapidly. So only very little amount of gas will bubble out, and that too very slowly. That means the gas does not bubble out rapidly because of increased solubility. Because when temperature is low, what happens? Solubilities will be high. So that means more amount of carbon dioxide will try to be in the dissolved state only. When compared to undissolved form, more amount of carbon dioxide will be in the dissolved state only. Thus, it does not produce large amount of effervescence. Okay, though pressure is decreased, so whenever pressure is decreased, effervescence should be more. But here, at the same time, temperature is low. As the temperature is low, at the same time, temperature is low and pressure is decreased. So due to this, what happens? The amount of effervescence will be less. Okay, that is the reason. So because of low temperature, the carbon dioxide want to be in dissolved form only when compared to undissolved form. That means dissolved carbon dioxide cannot come out from the solution in the form of bubbles. Okay, only very little amount of carbon dioxide will form as the bubbles, that too very slowly. So that is the reason. Okay, right. So that is about 20th question. Now we will learn about the 21st question. What does the 21st question says? 21st question says that why fish and water plants can live in river water but not in the distilled water. Why fish and water plants can live in river water but not in distilled water. First question. Why fish and water plants can live in river water? Fish and water plants can live in river water but not in stoppered bottle. But not in stoppered bottle. What is the meaning of stoppered bottle? That means a closed bottle or else a sealed bottle. Okay, stoppered bottle of distilled water. Of distilled water. So this is the question. So that means fish and water plants can live in river water and they cannot they cannot live in distilled water. Why? See, actually, to answer this question, we have to know that distilled water, the water which is purest form of water, which does not contain any dissolved salts or else it does not contain any dissolved gases. Distilled water do not contain any salt or gases dissolved in it. Okay, it does not contain any salt or gases dissolved in it. Whereas river water contains dissolved oxygen. The river water contains dissolved oxygen which is necessary for the plants and fishes. If you speak about river water, it contains what? It contains dissolved oxygen. As this water contains dissolved oxygen, so oxygen is necessary for fishes or else water plants for their breathing. Okay, without oxygen they cannot survive. If oxygen is absent, they cannot survive. But river water contains what? Dissolved oxygen. As river water contains dissolved oxygen, which is necessary for the survival of fish and water plants, so thus fish and water plants can live. They can survive. Fish and water plant can survive in river water because river water contains dissolved oxygen, and that oxygen is utilized by the fish and water plants for the respiration. Hence, they can survive in the river water. Okay, but distilled water does not contain any dissolved oxygen. It does not contain any gases dissolved in it. Hence, oxygen is also not dissolved in distilled water. So, without oxygen, the fish and water plant, they cannot survive. They die. Okay, they die in it. They die in distilled water for the want of oxygen. Distilled water do not have what? Do not have dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen. Hence, it do not support what? Life. It do not support life. That means fishes or else water plants or else any living organism, okay, they cannot live in distilled water because of the absence of oxygen in the distilled water. If there is oxygen available, if there is any dissolved oxygen in distilled water, then only these fish or water plants can survive. But as distilled water do not contain any dissolved oxygen, hence fish and water plants cannot live in distilled water. They die off, okay, due to the wantage or else because as they are in need of oxygen, as they want oxygen, so and that oxygen is not provided by distilled water, hence fish and water plants cannot survive, or else they cannot live in distilled water, which is poured in a bottle, which is stoppered. Stoppered means stoppered bottle means sealed bottle which is having distilled water. Okay, as if the bottle is sealed, what happens? There won't be any absorption of oxygen into the distilled water. As it is sealed, what happens? Atmospheric oxygen cannot enter into the distilled water. Okay, into the distilled water, if you add fish or water plants, then in such water, these fish or water plants cannot survive due to absence of oxygen, dissolved oxygen. So this is about 21st question. Okay, next 22nd question. What is the 22nd question? 22nd question says about name two diseases. 22nd question says about name two diseases. Name two diseases by water polluted with sewage. Name two diseases caused by water. Okay. Caused by water which is polluted with sewage. Which is polluted with the sewage. What is the meaning of sewage? Sewage means household waste materials. Okay, household waste materials which are left into the water, which are thrown into the water. So for example, suppose if there is a house, let us assume, so in the house, so large amount of water is utilized for various purposes in the house, and from that house, so that water will become waste water. The used up water, okay, they will flow out from the house, and finally it reaches the moris or else streams. Okay, got it. So now here in this water, so this water is said to be sewage water, because the waste water which is coming out from the domestic usages or else from the houses, so such water is said to be sewage water. Sewage water, the water which is released from different houses or else different small factories. Okay, that water is said to be sewage water. So this sewage water, it contains different microorganisms, very harmful microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, viruses, etc. Hence, they cause what? They cause diseases. So name 2 diseases which are caused by water which is polluted with sewage. Sewage water contains what? Domestic impurities. Domestic impure water. Sewage water is nothing but domestic impure water. That means household water. The water which is the waste water which is coming out from the houses. Okay, that water is said to be sewage water. It contains harmful organisms. So name 2 diseases. Example: diarrhea. Diarrhea is one type of disease. Jaundice. Okay. Cholera, etc. Okay, cholera, etc. are some of the diseases which are caused by the water. If you drink such water, then if you drink such polluted water, sewage polluted water, okay, what happens? So it leads to the cause of diseases like cholera, jaundice, diarrhea, etc. Okay, right. So we will learn about the other questions. We will learn in the next video. Okay, Nana. Bye.